Welcome, my lovely lights, to this yoga flow that's geared for your lower body, that's really going to give you that stretch and that strengthen in your legs. This is day 27 of the Awaken You Yoga Challenge, and join me and let us do this. I decided to change it up a little bit. This is how I teach in person. So my mat is facing you, and I am just a mirror to you. Let's get to it. Welcome, my lovely lights. If you have a blanket, perhaps you can fold that up and get it under your sit bones. And just take a moment to move the meaty part of the bottom away from the sit bones. And the reason we do this is it creates a little bit of a pelvic tilt, which allows our pelvis to go forward. I want you to really tap into your legs. What are your pain points? What's happening in your legs? Can you situate them and just give yourself a moment to just be present, really get rooted, because our feet are extremities of our roots, right? They help us feel that sense of connectivity to the earth. And if you're feeling a little wiggly like me, maybe you can just put your hands on your thighs, and you could just start by rocking side to side, allowing yourself to breathe in more of an intuitive breath. If your eyes aren't wanting to close, you can catch a drishti, a focal point. Allow yourself to show up in whatever form that you are in, and perhaps you can let go of whatever was happening before this and whatever is happening after, and just really be present here. Beautiful. With the hands on the thighs, start by taking circles with the shoulders, creating this movement within the belly, awakening through the body, because even though we're practicing for our legs, we're always going to move this whole beautiful body. Good. Welcome the breath in. Send it away. Good. One more big circle here. Beautiful. We'll meet back at center. So whatever way you had your feet crossed, can you swap and cross the opposite side? And most likely, this is going to be really awkward. This time, I want you to reverse that circle with the shoulders and the belly button. And welcome in a breath that really suits you today, that feels good for you. If you've been practicing through this challenge, you might have caught a breath that really resonates with you, or maybe you've been practicing yoga, or maybe you just want to find a breath that feels good for you today, because a breath maybe today that worked maybe didn't work last week. So just tap into whatever it is that you need. Beautiful. Giving yourself full permission to be here. Beautiful. Lovely light. Swapping the feet around to the side. So if you don't have a blanket, I definitely recommend getting one. It really helps just set your knees up for success. And I want you to remove any wrinkles and really fold your blankie and be nice to you as we come into a tabletop position, or a hands and knees position. So as you stack the wrists below the shoulders, stack the knees below the hips, and just tap in here. As you take a moment to inhale, really round through the spine, tuck the chin in towards the chest for a cat pose. Allow that breath in, and as you exhale, can you dive your chin and your navel up to the sky? Maybe wag your hips side to side a little bit here, depending on what's happening in your belly. And I want you to take these cow and cats at your own pace, and perhaps you can tap into your hips and your legs and find what they need. Good. Big breath comes in, sends it away. Lovely. Exhaling, the left front toe pad, the toes in the front toe pad back, and then pressing your body weight back, back, back. And you can create that arching in the spine like we just created in cow and cats. And then you can inhale, round forward, come past the wrist for an extended leg cat pose. And I want you to really just tap into whatever your leg needs on that left side. giving yourself permission to show up today, catching a breath that works for you. I'm catching that Piraka Pranayama if you want to join me, where you lengthen the inhale and organically exhale. Beautiful. And just really flexing through and getting this lovely stretch in that hind leg. Beautiful. Wonderful. Inhaling the knee on the left and then stepping the foot forward. If you have blocks, they can always be helpful. And guess what? Every time I need blocks in my practice, they're like nowhere to be found. So locate your blocks if you have them. If you don't have blocks, don't feel like you can't practice this. The higher up the blocks are, the closer the earth is to you, the lower down, the further away it is. So wonderful. We're going to walk the toes so they are underneath of the knee. Inhale, bringing that weight forward. You can either post up on the hind foot on the right side, or you can lengthen the foot down, whatever you need. Scooping the pelvis up. Beautiful. Getting, oh my goodness, this beautiful stretch on the top of the thigh, on the quad, and the hip flexor. Welcoming the breath in. Sends it away. Being present for whatever's up in your legs and your hips. Beautiful. Exhale as you walk backwards, using the heel to point the toes up, keeping a micro bend into the leg. You can inhale and then exhale, fold. If you have really tight hamstrings, the fold might be a little bit tighter, and that's okay wherever you are. Welcome the breath in. You can reach for the thigh, the shin. Maybe you can peace finger the toe, getting this lovely stretch in. As you send it away, beautiful. Really getting this nice, amazing stretch in the back of your calf and the back of your hamstring. And I want you to remind yourself that you only get out of your practice what you bring, and you can give as much resistance or strength as you want to. So show up in the way that you want to today. Good. As we exhale that foot off to the side of the mat, the hands track on the inside of the foot for a lizard pose. So the foot on the left, the toes will be off to the side, and you can either stay down on the knee, or if you want something a little more strengthening for a lizard pose, you can exhale, hollow through the front body, really ground through the front toe pad and the toes on the right foot, really pressing the earth away. Good, beautiful. Breath comes in, sends it away. And once again, I want you to tap into whatever resistance that you're experiencing in your legs, in the calf region. I've done a lot of energy work, and in my calves, I found that the emotion of abandonment really comes up when it comes in my calves. And especially with my left calf, I can have a lot of resistance. So if you know that, maybe you could just tap into, in your life, in your energy body, or as a child, how are you abandoned, and how can you just breathe with it, and maybe rocking forward a little bit, making it a little bit more playful. Could feel good for you. Beautiful. 2 more breaths here. Maybe it's that purifying breath where you welcome the length and inhale, and then you send it away. Wonderful. Floating back down to the knee, or releasing that leg back. You can come and do a few figure 8s within the hips, within the shoulders, before we tap into the right side. Awesome. Beautiful. This time, right hand stack under shoulder. The right toe pad reaches back. As you press back into the toe pad, the heel drives down. You can create an arch with the spine, and the chin can reach up for this extended leg cow pose. And really here, my lovely light, I want you to be intuitive with wherever you are in your practice. And as you come forward for that cat pose, find what you need. So just be present. On this opposite side, heel reaches back for the cow and the cat poses. Finding whatever stretch that you need here. Beautiful. Wonderful. This is what happens sometimes when you make up your yoga classes on the fly, which I love to do. I love to be more intuitive than so planny. Wonderful. Slowly and mindfully, you can drive the foot on the right forward. And just tapping in, if you need to fix your blankie, you can walk your blocks forward and start sinking the knee past the ankle. And it's going to be different for us all depending on your mobility and flexibility. I've never really considered myself a mobile, flexible person, but here I am doing yoga for 10 years and showing up, and it has just changed my life in so many profound ways. Tapping into the hind foot, if you want the toes up or lengthen long, again, finding that stretch, that strengthen within your body as you welcome the breath in. Send it away. If you want to try that Piraka Pranayama, it's a lengthen inhale, followed by an organic exhale. Bringing the awareness into your core as you hinge back through the hips. If you have the blocks, you can use them. The heel is going to come up on the mat while the toes point up towards the sky. As the toes point up towards the sky here, you can stay up. If it's really, really tight in your hamstrings on the back of your leg, you might want to just stay here. Maybe you can walk a little bit forward. Maybe you can start hinging a little bit more grand, and knowing that if you create more of a bend within the knee joint, you can actually reach more. So I can actually touch my toes because I have extremely long extremities. I'm 5'9". I wear a woman's size 11 to a 12 shoe, and so I'm really long. So if you have shorter extremities, it might be easier for you to access. Welcome the breath in. Good, sends it away. Wherever you are, find what you need out of this stretch. Good, send it away. Slowly and mindfully bringing the awareness back into that front foot, and you can slide it a little bit more towards you, and then you want to walk the toes off of the mat at a 45-degree angle, and now the hands transition on the inside for a lizard lunge. So tapping in, do you want to stay down on the knee? And sometimes I like to just pick up and scooch either my knee back or my foot back to create a little bit more length in this stretch. Hollow through the front body. Good, exhale the breath away. Beautiful, welcome the breath in. There it is, send it away. Wonderful, one more breath here. There it is, send it away. Exhale, if you don't have blocks, you can just reach down and then step the foot forward, coming in for a wide-legged yogi squat. So you might notice your toes are doing all the work and the heels are lifted off the earth. There's nothing wrong with this. So if you're doing this, that's great. If you can get into that flat-footed squat where you can open up and drive the hips down towards the earth, find what you need here, really finding this stretch in the legs and the lower body. 3 breaths here as you find a drishti, a focal space. Welcome the breath in. There it is, send it away. Tapping into this healing nature of nature around me. Good, sends it away. One more healing breath. Exhale the hands forward and then straighten the legs as you hinge forward for a forward fold uttasana. In this forward fold, taking a moment to maybe ragdoll. Blocks can be a wonderful friend here if you have them. If you don't, that's okay. Whatever you need, find what you need. Welcome the breath in. Sends it away. Good. Inhale the hands to the shins, raising for half of a flat back. Exhales you forward fold. And then as we are coming up, we're coming up only halfway for Utkatasana, chair pose. So there's Uttasana, forward fold, Utkatasana, chair pose. So tapping into your low back, giving yourself this little adjustment where you smooth the low back down and you hug the belly in. That actually just protects your low back, because I know so many of us struggle with low back issues. 3 breaths here. You can catch a Namaste Mudra. Welcome the breath in. Send it away. Wonderful. On this next breath, rooting through that right foot, left foot steps back. If you have that blanket, you can move it out of the way. You can either come in for a high lunge where you'll be supported by the front toe pad, or you can ground down that hind foot and come in for a warrior one, your choice. So whatever you would like to do in this posture, you can bend through the elbows, you could reach up to the sky, get a little creative here as you welcome the breath in. Wonderful. We're gonna be a little bit more creative and come in for a simhasana. So we'll inhale, straighten the front leg. As we exhale, the tongue drops down and you make this primal and roll your eyes up. 4 of these. Welcome it in, send it away. I want you to gather any frustration, any tension or tightness in your life, anything that's angering you, and let it go. There it is. One more, really welcome it in, make it count. Good, send it away. Awesome work. Exhale the hind foot as you face the long edge of the mat for Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Arms reach long, beautiful. And it looks like this. So my mat set up a little bit different today because I just wanted to try it out. So if you want to move with me or stay on your mat, go ahead. My feet are in the sand and it feels absolutely freaking incredible. Beautiful. 3 breaths here. Ground your energy down. Sends it away. Welcomes the breath in. Beautiful. Sends it away. And maybe you can smile because it's worth smiling about today. Excellent. Straightening out through that front leg. So legs stay the same. The hips are open. You reach long, and then you start reaching from the shoulder and then bending at the hip crease for Trikonasana. So the hand can come to the thigh. You can reach for the top of the shin. This posture can be amazing with a block if you have it. First variation, the arm can bend. You can airplane back, or you can stack shoulder over shoulder. Just making sure you're creating some space here between your torso and making this beautiful triangle shape. So really finding what you need. Tapping into that simhasana. Can we do that lion's breath again? Welcome it in. Send it away. It's kind of weird but funky and amazing. Welcome the breath in. Sends it away. There it is. Welcome it in. What has like really just been a chip on your shoulder? Like, what are you maybe not sure, but you need to let go? If you know it's not helping you, let it go. Beautiful. We'll inhale back to that warrior 2 for 2 rooting breaths here. Sends it away. There it is. Welcomes the breath in. Sends it away. We're going to exhale, step that front foot forward, come in for that Utkatasana, that chair pose. Tapping into your lower back, your lower spine here. Really rooting it down. Hands reach forward for 3 breaths. Find focus. Really pressing down into the sit bones, whatever you need. Welcome the breath in. Send it away. Is it that lion breath? Are you still just like, were you gathering up some kind of intense emotions, but you're not sure what they are? Use that simhasana to help channel that and move it. Good. Welcome it in. Good. On that next breath, stepping back the opposite foot. So I'm going to actually face the opposite way. So I'm going to be facing you. So opposite foot steps back now. So right, your first option is you can do the standing lunge. So your hind heel will be up. You'll be on the front toe pad. Second option, up to you. Do you want to root through that hind foot? Hips face forward. Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. What do you want? What do you need here? So I'm going for the standing lunge. So do what you do. And now we're going to incorporate that fun breath where you welcome it in 4 of these. Sends it away. What has really just been like maybe anxious feelings or worries or doubts in your mind and your body? Send it away. Good. Send it up, 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 and away. Gather it all in and send it away. Good. Exhale, the hind foot opens up. Arms reach long and strong. So if you're facing me, you might be off your mat a little bit. I was trying this reconfiguration of my mat because when I teach in person, I really enjoy this way, and I've had actually a few comments to ask to film this way. So let me know, do you prefer the mat this way or horizontally facing you? Let me know, I love to know. Welcome that breath in. Just ground your energy down. Really tap into your roots, your feet, your calves, your shins, the inner thighs, the outer thighs, the hamstrings, all of these amazing booty muscles, the quadriceps, the big muscles on the front of the thighs. Good, beautiful, breath in. Good. Straightening through that front leg, micro bend to the leg. Start hinging, reach, pass. Hinge at the hip crease. Hand can first reach up at the thigh. You can reach down to the shin. A block can be amazing here for Trikonasana. You can windmill the arm back. You can bend, or you can stack shoulder over shoulder. Finding strength within your triangle. Good, sends it away. Beautiful, welcome the strength in. And sends it away. Wonderful, big breath comes in. Sends it away. Beautiful. Inhale, both feet facing the same direction towards me. If you still are here for a big wide-legged forward fold, taking a moment to really heavy the head. You can grab opposite elbows, sway side to side. You can start bending into one leg and the other leg, finding what you need here. Welcome the breath in. Sending it away. Wonderful. From this forward fold, drive the knee and the heel forward in a bent position on the left, where you lengthen the hind leg long for a beautiful pigeon pose. So the hind leg is lengthened long. If you have a hip that likes to pop up off the earth like mine, you can just put a nice block or support of a blanket or a pillow that is really awesome. And the other block, if you have it, or a pillow, is great here for support. So get a little bit of a back bend. Tap into your hind leg. You can just lengthen the leg long, spiral the inner thigh up. Hand presses down on the hip to align. Big breath welcomes in. And then exhale, start softening and fold forward. So the higher up, it's gonna help kind of alleviate that tension and tightness. You can also give yourself a little bit of a rock side to side here, or if you really want to deepen it, you can just bend the head. I don't know if you can bend your head, but you know what I mean. Melt your head down. You can create fists, whatever you need. The closer the head is to the earth, the deeper the stretch. And I want you to just notice any tension or tightness in your legs. Sometimes I absolutely am obsessed and love this stretch, and sometimes it's quite painful. So wherever you are, know you're not alone. It's okay to be right here exactly as you are. Welcome the breath in. Sigh it out. 2 more full and present breaths here, really deepening on the inhale. Exhale. Sigh of relief. You have arrived. Beautiful. Welcoming that breath in. Wonderful. And from here, my lovely lights, roll onto your sit bone, and then you can drive the leg long, and then bend the knee up and give yourself a little hug, and then reach towards the bent leg. Wonderful. Welcome the breath in. Good. Send it away. Lovely. Welcome the breath in. There it is. Send it away. Wonderful. Beautiful. We'll do the seating transition where now the heel is going to drive in on the right leg and then swap the leg back around for that half a pigeon. So tapping in, maybe your hip is off the earth like mine, off a little wonky. You can use just a pillow and just put it underneath. And I like to pick up and then just almost shift back my leg that's lengthened long. Peek back to the leg that's lengthened long. Spiral your inner thigh up. Hand reaches towards the hip. The hip reaches down towards the mat. You can get a little back bend here. Welcome the breath in. Sigh it out. I really want to encourage you to just give that sigh of relief because you have arrived. You're exactly where you need to be. Your journey it's happening now. I think sometimes on our awakening journey, we think we're like missing it, and it's the actual journey. As you exhale, fold it forward. You can rest the head on the hands or on the block, whatever feels good for you. If the hips are feeling extremely tight or the thighs, just rock side to side and give yourself permission to feel whatever it is that you're feeling as you welcome the breath in. Sends it away. Beautiful. Breath welcomes in. Exhales it away. 2 more present breaths. Really, even if your mind is resisting or your body is and you want to run away, it happens a lot in yoga. It's okay. Just keep showing up. Welcome it in. There it is. Last one. Draw the shoulders down away from the ears. Beautiful. Transition comes. You can move the block or whatever prop you had under your sit bone and then sit on the hip. Lengthen the leg on the left forward and then hinge the leg up on the right. Hug towards the right and then exhale, reach behind you. You can really drive the heel forward and the toes up to the sky. You could open the toes, creating that Shakti energy. Good. Welcome the breath in. Send it away. There it is. Welcome the breath in. Wonderful. Sends it away. Beautiful. We'll come back to center into a crisscross applesauce like we started, and we will complete this practice with just a mini little meditation and breath work practice. So grounding the hands down. Welcome the breath that radiates through the nose. And then as you exhale, can you send your energy or your breath down below you? Sending your energy down into the earth. Welcome the breath in. And perhaps you can imagine roots growing down beneath you, connecting you down deep in through the soil and the dirt, down deep. I like to almost imagine one of those pictures that you see online of the earth with it cut with like a fourth, and you can see with the layers of the earth and all the way deep into the core. Can you imagine roots or maybe like a red laser beam shooting directly down to the center of the earth, anchoring you on this planet, filling you with vital life force energy, with so much love and so much compassion, and this rootedness, this ability to feel safe, to trust in the process of life, to trust in the process of your awakening journey as you welcome the breath in. Sending your roots down. And perhaps visualization isn't coming to you. And if it's just pushing your hands down on your sides, or maybe you can push down onto the earth besides you and just connect your energy with the earth, welcoming the breath in. Beautiful. Exhale. You can inhale, floating the arms up high to the sky, meeting in a prayer Namaste Mudra, taking a moment to integrate this beautiful practice. The love and the light within me honors and acknowledges the love and the light within you. Namaste, my lovely lights. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I am truly so grateful for you and so grateful to be a part of this amazing journey of awakening you. I will see you tomorrow.